Week 88, life and Bitcoin in El Salvador. Sorry, I'm pausing because our live stream was doing weird things. We're going to, at some point, upgrade to really flash stuff as soon as I fix other stuff.
Yeah, there's lots in the pipeline.
There is lots in the pipeline.
So welcome. Thank you for joining us. It's great to be back. I am back finally in our recording area that we do here at home, and it's awesome. We've had a huge week, so we've got lots to talk about what we've been up to this week and what's been happening. Bitcoin week was incredible.
Yes.
It was amazing. So many people from all around the world that have come here to experience El Salvador and Berlin, which is amazing.
Yes.
So
thank you to all the awesome people that came along. Super Pilotish, thanks for telling us that the audio and video are working well. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah. So I think before we start, you will notice up here,
there's a big QR code.
We've got a new QR code. Now, this is something that we're testing and we're trying out, and thanks to Alby that we have managed to put this together, or James has put it together. Now, what's great about this, if you want to scan that and zap that QR code, we will get instant.
I'm going to zap it. Now, there are bugs, and there was but we're doing it live.
Doing it live,
in case anyone knows the meme. So I'm going to scan it. So I'm going to do this with Wallet of Satoshi, and I've noticed that there's a difference between Wallet of Satoshi, Bitcoin Beach, or the Blink wallet, and some of the others. So you will see. Whoops! Did I only do one sat? How cheap am I? It's the default sats on the Wallet of Satoshi. Let's have a look. So as you can see right now, and in the future, hopefully, this little thing will also have your comment in here. But at the moment, it doesn't. But it is a promise of the team. Oh, hang on. Let's try it. My Wallet of Satoshi. Let's go. We're sending another one. And it should pop up. Come on.
Yeah.
So, I'm experiencing... Oh, no, I had a problem. All right. So it is buggy, but give it a go.
Oh, look.
Oh, is that me? That can't be me. That's someone else sent it. That's awesome.
Okay.
Because I definitely didn't send it.
So how exciting is this? And this is not just, for us, but this is for any other social media person who is wanting to get some Zats or to do some fundraisers. We're thinking of the centre when we start getting the podcast up and running, and we can start doing some centre podcasts. We're going to be able to have an opportunity for you guys to donate to Berlin Bitcoin Centre, which is awesome. So we're really excited about this one. Cool. So it's great. James is the techie person. He finds these amazing things. Or he actually, what James does is he will go, I'd really like this to happen. And he will work his way around, and he's been trying to get this for over a year now. And finally, he's managed to get some people to help it.
I don't know what caused the brain to kick into gear 2 weeks ago, but I went and contacted GetAlby because I know that they've been working. Oh, wow, look at that! Now I wish I could say who sent it, and I guess if I open this wallet, man, that is so cool. Yeah, it's so exciting. I went to talk to the GetAlby team for some reason because I know they've been working really hard to try and make certain things work. Look at that, man! You guys, it's fun. It's funny. It's very cool. If I can see the messages in here, I will shout them out manually. But at the moment, GetAlby, I can't see them.
Okay.
It doesn't tell me. So, that's awesome. Work in progress. It's very exciting. So the GetAlby team, which over there, we're making them our service today again. But it's the second time because we used to have them on there back in week 71. So just over, 16, 17 weeks ago. But we're doing it again because they have been working really hard to make the web version of a Lightning wallet communicate with other apps, and they're doing that with something called NOSTR Wallet Connect. Now, if you haven't heard of NOSTR, don't worry, but basically it's a decentralized communication network, a protocol like Bitcoin but more to do with sending text messages. And a lot of people on this network wanted to send each other value via their Lightning wallets because you can't be stopped. And the NOSTR team, or the NOSTR users and the wallets that have been using NOSTR, they have gone and done some amazing things to make it all work. And I was messing around with it. We had an amazing support from the Alby team. They gave us a couple of different options was on a call until late at night trying to get this working. This is just version 1. More versions are going to come because it's exciting. There's some
really cool
technical challenges, but we're getting there. It's exciting.
All right. Okay, we better carry on.
Yeah, let's carry on. I'm just rambling. Sat shout out. Let's do the sats shout out. Unfortunately, I can't shout out those people who have just put those sats in there because I don't know who you are. But thank you. In the future, you will, because you'll be able to comment in it. That is the plan. So that is awesome. And then Mark of Bitcoin, he said last week on the last call, which we were...
we did a pre-live at the Econoomia Bitcoin. Yes. And
Mark shouted out, I got the wrong wallet in front of me. Mark shouted out to say, hey, not going to make the live, but that's okay. We didn't make the live either. But we did get a show up. And then the other cool thing was he was telling us that daylight savings has changed, and he sent 69 sats to tell us that, which is awesome. Thank you. So for anybody who, it may make it easier for you to watch. I see we've got a few New Zealand people in the chat today. Jenny and probably, the Tees family. That's awesome. Great to see you guys here. Thanks for tuning in. That's pretty cool. Great to see someone from New Zealand. So that's the set shout out. Thanks, guys.
Great. Okay, so newsletter. If you haven't signed up for our newsletter, please do. It goes out normally every Tuesday morning, and we have 3 things that are happening in the Bitcoin space, El Salvador space, and then we also...
It's a soldier fly.
It is a soldier fly.
It's a soldier fly in our
Dave
house.
will be really pleased with that one. And also just all the events and things that are happening in El Salvador that if you're coming to visit, you can go and catch up. Now, we try and keep these as accurate as possible, but they do change on a regular basis, so I'm constantly checking and updating. Now, just to talk about the events that are coming in. So we've got the Bitcoin Casual Meetup on Tuesday at 7 p.m. in San Salvador. Now, mine didn't update. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. Here we go. It's a new location. So it is still Honolulu, but Honolulu is in a new location in the Los Castanos Mall. So, just to be aware of that, but that starts at 7 p.m.
Oh, so they're doing a new Honolulu location?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you have last week's newsletter, it'll be the wrong location for this week.
It was at Garage Burgers.
Yes.
To be honest.
But I think I did Garage Burgers for the coming one as well. So
so it's a new, that's all changed.
Yeah.
Okay, then we've got the Bitcoin Berlin meetup tonight. So if you are visiting Berlin, it's 6:30 tonight in the Bitcoin Centre. We have got the Bitcoin Berlin meetup. Now we're going to be opening the floor for people who, the town, people who want to sort of make some comments about Econoomia Bitcoin and how they felt it went. So it is going to be pretty much an open floor evening, but it's quite exciting to see and hear what people have got to say. So I think that'll be great. Then we have the Bitcoin Beach Casual Dinner on Friday, and that's at the Beach Break at 6:30. Bitcoin is out west. Now they've got a special birthday party on their next one, which is going to be Monday, May the 13th. It is held at the Spanish Beats Cafe from 5 till 7 p.m. Now, they are actually going to have a sort of an education slot on how to set up a node, and it's a workshop. So this will be 7,000 sats to pay, and this just covers the cost of bringing someone up from San Salvador to help educate. But it's also their birthday. So they've been going for 1 year. So that's May the 13th. So that's awesome.
It's very cool.
So that's at the Bitcoiners out west. Now then we have got My First Bitcoin last Thursday of the month. That will be the 25th of April. We haven't heard yet where they're gonna be, but it does start at 6 p.m.
Yep.
And then of course the Bitcoin Beach last Friday of the month, which is the 26th of April. That's at Pale Verde. That starts at 5 p.m. They're always really good events to go to. And can't forget, this Sunday we've got the Bitcoin Farmers Market. It's from 9 till 3. It's also in a new location. This is the 3rd week of the new location, but that's at Plaza Mango Verde. So looking forward to catching up with everyone who wants to come along to that. We will be there. So yeah.
The new farmers market location is really good.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a few mangoes drop on me though.
On your table? Or did you actually hit you?
No, they didn't hit me, but they did drop on the... But that's okay. But it's a great space to walk around. Lots of... really shady. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so that's us. now.
Awesome. We're going to go into Monday.
Yes.
I've just been trying to see if I can see comments on the sats that have been sent, and I can't. And as I mentioned in the future, we're expecting to be able to see comments that are in here as well, which is pretty exciting, but it's fun anyway. Let's see.
Econoomia
Bitcoin. That was Monday, and that was big.
Yeah.
It was quite funny. Mike from Bitcoin, to give you an idea of how successful it was, Mike from Bitcoin Beach was like, I was expecting 30 people, and we had over 200 people.
Yeah. And what was really amazing with that is we had over 120 local Berliners turn up for that. So Salvadorians who came and listened, and I think that's incredible.
Yeah. That
we had, half the people were actual locals from up here.
Yes. Really impressive. So we had a debrief this on the weekend as well about it, and it was really positive, and that's why we're excited about tonight, because it's going to give the locals a chance to have a talk about what they thought as well, which is really cool. And yes, actually, I need to put up a link to the videos. If you would like to see all of the things that was talked about, Charlie and Jethro managed to organise a team to completely record everything. I believe it's all on YouTube at the moment. I'll grab a link and I'll put it up after this on the Twitter profile. I'll put it in the description as well, post this. Not in the Twitter, the YouTube description, post this. So if you want to listen to any of the awesome talks that happened, you can, which is really cool.
Absolutely. And like one thing, Econoomia Bitcoin was the idea of Jethro. And he, I know, spent a lot of times brainstorming up quite late at night, coming up with this concept, which was absolutely incredible. Charlie stepped in and helped Jethro with the more practical side of things. Jethro was great. He's online. He's talking to all the, the people who are coming in for the halving party. And then there's the Berliners in Action team that were here putting it all together. And it's just amazing to see the team of so many people with all these incredible skills able to put this together, and I think that was really amazing.
That's amazing.
So I just think hands up to all those amazing people who did this. I was away, didn't have much to do with it, but I was just absolutely amazed.
Really
coming
impressive.
back, really impressive. So it was awesome. So I think it
was an amazing event, and I think Charlie summed it up quite well on the weekend. He said that probably one of the, it's hard to say, I can't verify this, but I'm going to say it, the fastest growing circular economy, maybe the largest growing circular economy in the world at the moment. And he was like, I think we've just solidified our position by having such a successful conference with it. And all of this has basically happened in under a year, to give you an idea of how quickly this team is moving. It's a full volunteer team. We've had some amazing donations to be able to keep this going and accelerate as quickly as we have, to be able to buy equipment and everything like that. So it's a huge team effort by a lot of people who are committed and have donated a lot of time. And we really appreciate everybody who's come along, everybody who's sent stuff. Even if you've only just come to visit, it's huge. Yeah. And if you've been able to donate things, thank you so much. So many books, so much money, so many sats. It's amazing. Yeah, really.
And the support's incredible. So really grateful for that.
And if you can't come and you don't want to send sats, the best thing you can do is talk about it in your social channels and let everybody know that there's a volcano town in El Salvador that's got over 110 businesses on Bitcoin.
And this incredible a community full of volunteers who are just working hard.
Yes.
Yeah. One thing to mention, we will answer questions. So I noticed there's a whole lot of questions going up. We will answer those at the end when it comes down to that.
Super Pilotish has been busy testing the sats apps, so I appreciate that. Afterwards, if you can please send me any experiences you did or didn't have about the wallets. Keep note of amounts. I've had problems with amounts and wallets and channels, and so I'm learning. Alby are learning. I'm going to express more about what they've done, because they've changed their system significantly.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Okay, Tuesday. Right. So Tuesday we had the Explore Berlin Day, which was really great. So the people who decided to stay on for a day, got the opportunity to make pupusas, they got the opportunity to walk up to a volcano. It's not just up to the volcano, it's actually to walk down into the crater. So you're actually going into the crater, so it's quite an eerie experience. Everyone who came back were blown away, the fact that they could get down there and walk there. There was people who went horse riding. Now these horses are amazing. They're the ones that you would see when they have their... No, the horse shows. They're not. I wouldn't call them dressage horses. They're really stocky, beautiful horses. But they prance, they dance. They know how to dance. Those dancing horses. I'm not quite sure what they're called, but them. So so people got to do that. People got to just hang out in the centre, check the centre out. We had some amazing videos. I know BitDriver did an incredible video of the centre and all the people chatting and talking and looking through. That was really great. And
can we talk about this one?
Oh yes, Plan B. Plan B had a really good. It was to test how much your Bitcoin knowledge. So they had 2 tests throughout the day that people could sit down and do, and they were full every time they had one. They were, the seats, the classroom was really used. I don't know how successful everyone was in their knowledge, but I know that the actual exam was great. Yeah.
A lot of people were hesitant to take the test because they're like, I'm going to find out how much I don't know about Bitcoin. But the test was actually spread across all sorts of things, from technical aspects to philosophical aspects and everything in between, about how it works and things like that, the culture. So a lot of people, I think, were pleasantly surprised at how much they really did know, which was quite cool. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to do it. I had a few other things I needed to do in between when it was going on. But never mind, it's all good. We had fun.
Yeah,
it was really good.
A great turnout, and just to hang out in Berlin and go and visit all the different places. Echo Park, I had a coffee tour. And there's also, of course, the Mayan caves, so people could go down and have a look at that. Yeah. But there's so much more to do, but great start.
Something that's awesome is we've now got a short list of moto taxi drivers that accept Bitcoin. So we've got a list of their names, their numbers, and their Zap addresses. So and we're getting custom stickers made. Oh, I wish I had a photo of them actually. Evelyn and Gerardo do these cool little fun designs. They're putting them on the front of the moto taxi so you can see it and you can easily pay them because they're going to have zappable QR codes, which is so cool that we now have, I think there's 4 on the list or 5 on the list. Yeah. So that's really cool.
Yeah. That was great. And then that night we actually had beef back better, T-bone and sausages for dinner. Yeah. Because after Doris left and we came home and those was great. Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Actually, I'm just going to go back a step. So the Sunday night, because we didn't cover this. No. The Sunday night when we got back from the farmers market, a whole heap of people had come up from the halving party, and they came to dinner because the Sunday evening market is really good here, or our opinion in terms of social interaction. Because a lot of the townspeople come, it's really busy, and then we had the biggest table we've ever had. It was so long. So many people had come up from the beach and were having dinner together. It was really cool.
It was great.
Yeah. So if you come to Berlin, try to give the team notice, because there's generally somebody floating around who'll meet you for dinner somewhere, and we can recommend restaurants, hotels. Hotels are a bit tricky to find online. It's best to contact us and we can help you. 2,100 sats. And if someone puts a message in there, I'll shout you out. Thank you. It's funny. I love it. That's so cool. Right. Wednesday?
Yes.
I basically had a big day to catch up on work, and Nikki and James both spent time in the centre. So we normally spend time on Tuesday and Thursday, but Wednesday, I think... why were we in the centre on Wednesday?
We had a debrief. Yes. No, that was on Thursday. No, we just went in to just check in and make sure everything was all good. Right. We did actually have a Salvadorian gentleman come in, and you sort of worked with him. And
was that Wednesday?
Well, it was one of those days, but yeah.
It might have been the guy.
The photo, yeah.
So another thing that I did do on Wednesday in the centre was Bitrefill. If you guys have not used Bitrefill, I do recommend you use Bitrefill. We really enjoy Bitrefill. We've used it for pretty much the entire time we've been here, which is about 2 years now. They were super generous, and they purchased a K1 ATM that does the coins and the dollar bills, and they donated it to the centre. Yeah. Mind blown.
We were really, really super grateful. I mean, We've had which I don't think we mentioned, we had the Athena ATM delivered last week. Yes. So we've now got an Athena ATM, so people can withdraw cash or can buy Bitcoin with that, which is incredible. And now we've got a K1 machine that it's actually connected to the Bitcoin sender too, which is really nice.
Yes.
And so you can do your coins and your dollars.
Yeah. Amazing. They donated one to us to use, like it was a loaner. So it's technically not an ATM because it only accepts fiat currency and it gives out Bitcoin. So it's actually a vending machine, which is a really interesting legal loophole. So we had one which only did coins, and people loved using it because you could put Lightning on your phone, you could put Lightning on your card, which my cards are somewhere else. I've got one. I haven't got the card I want. And it was super convenient for training people on how to use Lightning, how to use a wallet, seeing how quick and easy the experience was. And now we have our own one, which is the next version up, which also accepts dollar bills. And wow, absolutely wow. Like, it's so exciting. The centre has become a hub now for so many technical things. So people can come and they can ask questions, and all of a sudden we've got these tools that people can use. Yes.
And that people can use and learn to use. And I think that's what's really, really wonderful. And I'm not sure what James is doing, but that's all right. And I mean, it's just become a place now where since the conference, the amount of Salvadorians who are popping in and just coming to sit down and ask questions it's just, the growth has been incredible. And they've got the library, we've got so many books there, and it's in Spanish and English, and they're actually sitting down and reading the Spanish books, and they're asking some great questions, and we're able to show them all these new tools that they didn't even realize what it was all about.
It's mind-blowing, the technology that's here right now. I mean, if there was any reason that I have come to Bitcoin country and be in the world's greatest circular economy, is to play with all the toys. So this is a Bitcoin, basically a Bitcoin Lightning debit card. So you load it with Bitcoin Lightning, and you can charge this on the K1 ATM. We've got past videos where we talk about the K1 ATM, and then you can use a point of sale system like this to basically do a payment. It's not going to work because it's not set up the way I need it set up, but the circular economy here right now is an experience. It's a really good technological experience, and it's not just like the physical technology like this. We've got people donating books, so we've got English and Spanish Bitcoin books, money books, philosophy books, kids books, adult books,
equipment, nodes, miners,
hardware
wallets. So there's just all these abilities to learn and to get skills.
And that is like we're literally getting even foreigners. Like, we've had a number of foreigners who have come to Berlin, and they're like, hey, I heard this was the place to learn about Bitcoin. I've driven from literally surrounding C4 nations to spend months here and come in and spend time with us and learn, and some of them are just like, I'm just going to stay. It's amazing. It really is. All right. Service. GetAlby. I'm going to point to the little one up there. So GetAlby and the NOSTR Wallet Connect. It's going to change over there in a moment. In the description down below, I've got a couple of links to the GetAlby page and the NOSTR Wallet Connect page, and also their Twitter profiles. Now, something that changed in the last couple of weeks is GetAlby have had a lot of success with their web integration. So GetAlby is basically a third-party hosted Bitcoin Lightning wallet, and we've used it for ages. I don't even know how long. Now, that changed in the last couple of weeks. So if you wanted to sign up for an account, it's not easy right now because they had to close their public doors for a number of different reasons. But if you're a developer, then there's a good chance you can get in. You just need to go through the process of asking for permission and explaining why you would like to be in their program. Now, that's a temporary thing because I found out last week through one of the developers reaching out and saying, hey, I'd love to work with you to make this thing work, because he was like, this is a really cool idea. I'd love to make it work. he sent me a page basically with a demo, and I'm like, that's exactly what I wanted. This is amazing. And GetAlby is actually going to become a fully self-sovereign service, which means that they're going to host a Lightning node for users, and you're going to put, and they've walked me through this process last week, but they're going to host a virtual node for you. You'll have your own channel. You will control the keys. And what's super amazing about that is, like, I screw around with setting up nodes here, and it is a lot of work. These guys have taken all the work out of it and made it super easy. And people are basically going to be able to have their own Lightning wallet with their own node online. They're going to have the keys to their node. They're going to be able to, like, the wallet will technically be theirs. And then you'll be able to connect it to things such as NOSTR, what we're doing here, and do some really advanced stuff. So some of the things that they're going to do is actually already, I'm going to quickly pull up the NOSTR page here. They've already started integrating with a whole heap of different services. So podcasts is a really big one. Being able to stream sats live as you listen to a podcast. If you have a subscription service, they're going to make it really easy for people to pay and then be able to repay without having to actually ask them for the payment. So if you know you want to, let's just say Bit Refill. So Bit Refill, you know you want to top up your phone every month for $10. You will be able to set up a payment that automatically goes out as long as there are funds in your account. And you can stop it at any time. It's basically mimicking the situation that you see on fiat rails with a bank account and a subscription service. And these guys are setting up the infrastructure to be able to do that. And for me, I mean, it might not seem like a big deal to a lot of people, but for me and what I'm thinking about right now, I think this is huge financial rails that are going to change the way the internet works. Because if you can set up a budget for something, and you can go in and basically, instead of people pulling from your account, well, I guess they can still, you're going to give them permission to pull, but it'll be easier for you to turn it off at any time. Unlike a credit card where you kind of have to go into the person's website and ask them to stop. And if something goes wrong, you then have to go to the bank and beg them to whatever, or beg the company to give the money back. So, yeah, outsourcing super chats.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, the new super chats. These are going to be the new super chats.
Yeah.
We're going to have comments in here really soon. I'm excited. I'm not sure if the GetAlby team are paying attention live, but I've already been sending the guy who helped me feedback on some of the things that are happening, and he's been he's super excited.
And he's from New Zealand too.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. All right. We're going to leave it there.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Thursday. Okay, so we had a BIA centre meeting just in regards to, I suppose, the conference and everything that's been going on, which was really good. We went to the Mercado, we did some shopping. You will see some big green beanie type things in one of the photos. These were super, I think, a little bit more mature than what we would normally get. And then what they've done is around the actual beans is like this marshmallow, sweet marshmallow. It's really, really tasty. So we eat the white flesh around the beans. Apparently you can cook the beans, but they were looking big for cooking up.
Yeah, paternas.
Yeah. Yes. And then we've now also starting now I'm back a new initiative with the Berlin Action Team, and that is the project cleanup. So we're starting a new initiative to help with the rubbish around Berlin. We're going to start small, start in the Centre Park area first, and just we've got a meet-up tomorrow with a variety of people who are interested in getting involved. And so we'll be doing a huge big brainstorming about how we can get this started, kick-started, how, what we can offer and ways we can go about it. So watch the space. We'll be, showing more bits and pieces as we move forward with this project, but looking forward to being involved in that project. And, because rubbish is a big thing here in El Salvador, and if we can create a city that doesn't have as much rubbish, that will be really amazing for everybody, that comes up or lives here.
A lot of people for us it was a shock, and a lot of people, I think it's a shock. Coming from generally cleaner Western nations, and you see the rubbish, it's a shock.
Yeah.
We're kind of used to it now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that, the town would like to be take pride in cleaning it up.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. So
we're going to give them the opportunity.
good. And James caught up on work stuff. Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, Friday. I got the pen back. I forgot about it. Too excited about the Alby Sat Zaps. All right. Work on Friday. Had a meeting about another upcoming project with our friends. They were definitely in the chat earlier. I'm guessing they're still in there now, which is awesome. Hey guys, if you're still here, remember we will answer all your questions in the chat at the end. So make sure you put them in. Then I'm basically working from home most of the day. Nikki went into the centre, and then in the afternoon we tried to work on the internet. So our internet has been down for about a week. Yeah, I think it was a week almost to the day. So we Blink actually donated a Starlink to the Bitcoin Center, and then we tried to set it up on the Friday so we could use it, because I was like, well, I'll just pay the $50 a month for internet at home until we fix the one at home, because we thought there was going to be a bigger problem, but it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be to set it up.
No.
And, yeah. Anyway.
That's right. We hotspotted enough.
And then we had dinner in the park. And it was another great dinner.
We had people who had come to Berlin. They didn't come to the conference, but they just turned up because they knew that, they were told that it was a great place to come.
Yeah.
So Bitcoiners, so that was really nice, from Canada. So they stayed, and that was their last night, so we caught up with them.
So many Canadians.
Yeah.
There's no shortage of Canadians.
Wonder why. Saturday. So we had the cable stats people finally turn up on Saturday, and they replaced the router.
Yeah,
and
they're not Bitcoin sats. It's like satellite cable sat.
Yeah.
But they replaced it, so we've got a brand new router, and hopefully the signal going forward is going to be a lot more reliable, because we did have the old router was probably from the 90s when I did research on it. It's pretty old.
But what was good was we actually orange pulled both of them.
Yes.
So they both downloaded the Blink wallet. Yeah. Especially one of them was really interested in coming to the centre to learn more. The other one maybe not so, but it was still great to, sort of have a chat to them about that, which is great.
Yeah.
We then went to the centre, and we went to the centre, and they had English classes. Gerardo had the English class happening with the Salvadorians, and what was really wonderful was they were, there is a photo of them. Some of the other foreigners who have now moved into Berlin actually came and helped with it, and so they popped in and they did a bit of role playing in the centre, selling items of our merchandise, and it was really neat to see that happen. We also had a gentleman come, and he came and asked a lot about the Bitcoin and Bitcoin questions, which was really cool. So as I said, Salvadorians are definitely coming in. They're now understanding that we're here for good, and they're really wanting to find out more about what's going on. And with all the people that turned up, more people are interested in going, well, actually, obviously this is something exciting. The conference was the biggest event that had been held in Berlin, supposedly, or conference that they've had. And so there was media, local media were there, and that really promoted Bitcoin in Berlin, Learn in Action, and what's happening at the centre, which was great. And then we had at the centre in the afternoon, we had a meeting for anyone willing to give feedback on Econoomia Bitcoin too.
Now, that Saturday was also the day that the guy came in with the motorbike helmet.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was why I was a little bit confused, because he came in a bit later. Yeah. No, it's all good. He came in, another guy, he was from Alegria. Yep. And just wanted to learn how to use Bitcoin. And that was it. So we got him on the wallet, downloaded wallet, and then he's like, can I buy Bitcoin? Yeah. I'm like, how much you want? He's like, $10. And we did a cash trade, and he's like, wow, this is so easy, so fast. And it's like, yep.
And he sat down and he read one of the books, and it was awesome.
So cool. It's like, it's a library, please read them. He picked a kid's book, which is a great place to start because it keeps all the things really easy. And it was in Spanish. And who donated it?
That was Bitcoin B Dave brought them down. So the same book, but one's in English, one's in Spanish.
Which is super cool. Yeah. I really want to sit down with both of them so I can read at the same time the Spanish version and see if I'm understanding on the right. So that'd be really cool.
And then Sunday. Wow, we were so spoiled on Sunday.
I'm forgetting to move the flag along. Okay. Now, Evelyn, she Evelyn and Gerardo do a lot for the community, and they went and organised a group getaway for basically to, I don't know, I think just chill out and bond, which is really cool. And there's a photo there.
Yes.
There's a group photo over there. There's some bigger photos on Twitter if you want to see them. Basically, it was to go to a is that the name? Is it Bosque? Okay, a town called Bosque de Agua, and it's about an hour and a half from Berlin. So we rented a pickup truck, and it came with a driver, and there was 10 of us. We all, most of us jumped in the back. Nikki got in the front, which was a smart move, I think. And we drove in the back of the truck to this place, and it was really cool. It was a magical day.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It's private property, and they have an amazing freshwater spring that's coming up of the ground. So what they've done is they have actually contained that, and that's pure drinking water, and we all drank from it. I didn't get sick. Well, you might not drink from it, but it was really beautiful and clean. You couldn't swim in that. That's wholly for drinking. Then they had overflow, so they had these amazing little waterfall-y type things that overflowed the water, and you could stand under that. And then that went in into, they created a really big pool, and so people could just swim in there. And there's the fish, so you got your free pedicure. And well, it was actually more than pedicure because they were nibbling you all over the place, but it was just amazing. And there would have been about 10 families. You know, they had a fire pit, so you could, and everyone was cooking from the fire pits. They were creating, you know, everyone was having these amazing barbecue meals, and it was such a beautiful day, and it was just amazing. And I've seen pictures of these places, and I've been wanting to go, so it was really neat that Evelyn actually put this together. It was a wonderful day, and they're going to create another pool further down. They've got lots of big plans, but what I loved about it. It's it's in the nature. It's very raw. It's there's no chemicals in the water. It's just fresh. It's clean. Definitely, if you were looking at going to any of these, I think there's a couple of these Bosque de Agua places around El Salvador. And they're all normally privately owned, and I would be inclined to go midweek rather than, or early in the morning, just so then the water's not so stirred up. But it's just gorgeous.
So there's actually a really good one in just out of San Salvador, which was called
Los Churros.
Los Churros. So Los Churros, if you'd like to experience one of these natural swimming holes that are set up for people, and even with the fish. The fish are pretty cool. You just got to get used to being tickled by little fish. You can go to Los Churros. It's about, I think, 30 minutes out of Santa Tecla, or if that. And that was a great location. We've been there with friends. Had a great time. Would spend more time there if we were up there. But these are scattered around El Salvador. They're a great trip if you've got a bit of time here. Yeah. Then in the evening, we had a farewell dinner for a couple of people who have been huge contributors to the economy. Yeah. The economy, the project, the group, people, the culture.
I'm getting teary-eyed. Yeah. It's so sad to see these guys leave. They're incredible. They've just added so much to Berlin, and Salva has been one of the first foreigners to turn up in Berlin. He came before we did. And they've just added so much to us. Yeah. And it's really sad to see they're leaving, but they are, and we move on. There's incredible people moving in as well, which is great. Yes. But just a huge heartfelt thanks to them. Yeah. So
Salva, Vanya and Odie, they're moving on to more exciting things, which is good, which is awesome. But it is sad that they're not going to be here. But they will be visiting again, and we're a number of us are planning on going down to visit them as well. Yeah. So that's going to be really cool. The community here is pretty strong. To have pretty founding members basically leave is it's quite hard. Yeah. But it's good. It's good. Yes. It's good. So on that note, something that was amazing is Tim. Tim is one of the people that moved in. He's been here for a few months now. Yeah. And he just walks in and he's like, what can I do? And he just starts doing stuff which helps all in the right direction. It's incredibly useful. And then he found this amazing place. He's rented it and he's called it The Standard. So a play on words. So it's the Bitcoin standard, but he also wants to set the standard for certain things here in Berlin when it comes to the Bitcoin life. He's got a great place if you want to rent a room. I see. I got a tour of the first twin room unit that he's renting out to people. He's also starting to cook in house, and he's not too bad for a guy who's not a chef.
Yeah. We had a beautiful meal, and I think I did put a photo up here somewhere of the food. It's not that one,
that's our
but
lunch.
but beautiful food. It's amazing. The sunsets on his balcony are absolutely incredible. He has got the best view for sunsets here in Berlin, and the actual premises is so huge. It's great. There's some really
Super
cool.
pilot. Tim's a very cool guy. Yes, he is. He's a very cool guy. Yeah.
But so that was great because my first time to finally get to Tim's because I had been away, and prior to going I was focusing on leaving and
what
all
did
the
you
rest.
think for the first time walking into his property?
I was really shocked at the size of it. I didn't realise how big it was.
Yeah.
I had heard people were talking about it who had gone to see it before Tim to rent it.
Yeah.
So I had no concept really, and just the room that he's got like a cabin that he's created as the shared space. So it's got a kitchen, it's got a fridge stocked with waters to alcohol, and he's got this incredible balcony that just looks over below. It's below Berlin, so it looks down and it looks out at the volcano, and you have got as I said, the sunsets and the birds and the bats and everything else that's going on.
It's in town, but it doesn't have the noise of the town because it's sheltered by walls. What is awesome is you walk through this dodgy little alley and then it opens up and you're like, wow, I didn't know this was down here. Yeah. It's really cool. It's a good experience. It's a great experience. If you're coming to Berlin, let us know. We'll put you in touch with Tim. You can rent a room, or he holds events. So if we're going there, we will let you know. He's even looking at hosting larger catering events. So if you want to do something like that in Berlin, this is going to be the guy. Yeah. All right. No. Now, questions. We're going to start running through all the questions that are in our chat right now. Yep. If you would like to have any questions answered live, put them in there now because we'll get to them very soon. Yes. Something that I want to mention is I do have a couple of comments. I've worked out that I do see comments for the sats that are coming in, so I will mention those as well. I'm going to mention them now so we kind of get them out of the way. But so it says here, you need to change the description, but we've got sats for Nikki and James, so that's the default one. Someone said received, which is funny. Comment test and using Phoenix Wallet, so that's good to know. That's awesome to know. That was 2,100 sats, and someone just sent 1,000 sats 8 minutes ago, which is awesome, but no comment other than sats for Nikki and James. So thank you for testing this. Super cool. We're going to give this feedback to Alby as well, and I'll be able to watch the show. And we're going to get into this. Okay, so we got questions. Okay, exciting questions. Let's do it. So Mark of Bitcoin even beat us to the chat today. So hola Mark, thank you for tuning in. You're a champion for being one of our biggest supporters. We appreciate it. Yeah. Along with, along with Super Pilotish, hola Zappers. Thank you.
And we even got Fabian.
Yes.
Too. Fabian's always normally on there as well.
Fabian and the team, thank you. We appreciate you guys turning up as well. That's super cool.
All right. And okay, let's Jenny Teese. So it's really lovely, Jenny, to see that you're listening in. That's awesome.
I believe. So, am I right?
That's
you're
from New
at
Zealand.
work. Yeah, you're at work. I love it. Listening in from work's even better.
And G&E Construction Services Group. So I don't know who you are. Do you know who they are?
Well, they're from Auckland.
From Auckland, New Zealand.
So you may know. I'm thinking G may be the person that.
But I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good time to move to El Salvador. So no, I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway.
Well, is it a good time to move to El Salvador? That's up to you.
Yeah.
If you're unsure, come and check it out because anybody can come to El Salvador. Well, almost anybody can come to El Salvador, but Salvador is not for everyone. A lot of people have come, and a lot of people have been like, I can't deal with this for a number of reasons. Either the climate or the actual culture or just the nature. They're like, this isn't for me. And that's okay. That's not a problem. I understand it. I get it. A large part of why we are here is because we're here for adoption. I have to say that moving here to Berlin and the community that's here in Berlin has been a game changer for us. It's been huge, but that's not to say that there isn't a good community in San Salvador, the city, and down at the beach, which are worth checking out as well. So if you're unsure,
yeah, come and check it out. And as James said, you have to, you'll feel your fit.
Yeah.
As you've got the beach, which has got really hot temperatures, but there's a good crew down there. You might love the heat. It doesn't matter. San Salvador, you might like the city vibe, and San Salvador definitely has nearly a first-class city scene. So if you want to go and do the whole nightlife thing, then it is there. Berlin is more of a small country town up a volcano, and so it's more modest, but the people are friendly. We're integrated. We don't live in gated communities again, so it's a different vibe. So definitely worth coming and checking out those areas. And of course, there's Santa Ana, which is they've got Bitcoiners out west. So you need to come and check it out.
Yeah. You need to come and verify.
Yeah.
Don't listen to us in terms of whether we think it's good or bad. We've got our reasons for being here.
Yeah.
We're happy and we're enjoying what we're doing.
Yeah.
But anybody who asks us, it's basically like, you need to come and verify.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Give yourself a holiday. To spend money to come to El Salvador and check it out is probably a lot better than spending money to go lie on a beach in the middle of nowhere. But it depends on people's priorities. And while you're here, you can lie on a beach in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Yep.
Super Pilotish. Hey, Mark. Which is awesome.
Yeah.
I love you guys are great. Question. Do you want to read it?
Okay, is there a government-run garbage collection service? We currently have an Aussie touring El Salvador. He's even visited Berlin a couple of days ago. Said that rubbish is strewn around everywhere. Absolutely, that is what it is. Now, yes, there is garbage collected, and it's normally every town has its own garbage collection, and they do it in different ways. The thing is, there is a culture here, and I think like in a lot of third world countries, that they just dump it and leave it. Okay, so they just drop it on the ground and they don't think about it. So that is what happens. Also, some certain people will just go and dump rubbish sort of on the outskirts of town. And look, this is, we've been talking about that. This is a huge problem, but it's going to take years to change. You can't change it like that, and this is where we're sort of talking about having a plan. We had recycling come into New Zealand, I can't remember how many years ago. It would have taken 2-3 years before people were actually recycling. We got the bins, we got given the bins and everything like that, we got told what to do, but a lot of times people are like, oh, it's easy, just throw it in the garbage. So things like this do take time. It is a cultural change. When you have children dropping rubbish and the parents dropping rubbish as well, it's an education. It's going to take a while to do it. And is it for us to tell them what's right and what's wrong? I don't know.
I think it's a personal and cultural thing. And you got to remember, this has been a country that's been under some serious repression for a long time, generations. So the self-esteem and pride of the country, and they've never really had positive global attention for a long time now. I think in the 70s there was a lot of positive global attention, and then after that it all sort of went south. But have understanding for the situation that's here, because some towns, you go to Alegria, which is 5 kilometers from here, clean.
Yeah.
And that's because they've got a tourist industry, which it's in their best interest to keep it really clean. And
also the mayor was very focused on it.
Yeah.
So the mayor was very focused. He actually had a lot of people working, or has a lot of people working, or she. I'm sorry, I don't know what they. And they, they have employed a lot of people to go around and pick the garbage up. They have got a huge big bin system further down the road where they can recycle and do all that sort of thing. So not all cities are like that. I know Sushi Toto has also created no single plastic bags are allowed in the city now. So they are also working on something there. But when you think, you get little blue plastic bags that have water, and that is how a lot of people who are on minimum wage, that's how they can get their drinking water. They will just buy one small plastic bag, and that blue plastic bag gets thrown on the ground.
So The short answer is there's no easy answer, but there's projects out there, and there's guys who have come. They're in El Zonte at the moment. They are collecting as much plastic as they can, and then they have a process to convert it into a fuel, and then run a diesel generator, and they're in the process of doing that. And projects like that, there's a huge opportunity. I mean, there's also cultural things you can do, like providing situations where people can put cans. People love cans here because they can get a refund on them. So if we separate our cans out for the garbage collection and things like that, if there was more opportunity to do more of those things, we would. But it's something that, I don't know, it's part of the process of re-educating a nation and changing things.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, won't dwell on it too much.
Okay, Super Pilotish stats from here, 10,000. Thank you very much.
$10, that's amazing. Thank you. You just on that, I've got an idea. I should try and build a little total in here, because in theory it's JavaScript, and I could keep a running total of everything that comes in. So that's awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. $10 paid for the idea.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. No, that's cool. All right, and then we got Ronald. Welcome back, Nikki. You left New Zealand just before it got too cold. Smart girl, absolutely. I had definitely had a couple of, that first week I was really cold. I was where I was living. There was definitely a cold front coming through, and I had to get an extra jacket. But
buying extra clothes.
I know, but that's okay. But I am pleased to be back. I had an absolutely incredible time back in New Zealand, but I am pleased to be back.
Super Pilot. I'm pleased that Nikki's back. Super Pilotish, we tested with 1,575 sats, no comment from Blink Wallet. So the no comment from Blink Wallet, I'll tell you what it said. That one in particular, it's a different number. It's out by 3 sats, but it said comment test.
Cool.
So that's interesting. 1,000, and it's 1,578. Yeah. Interesting. No, that doesn't make sense. Antonio Garcia, how Salvadorans are doing in general with BTC? Great question. I mean, this is the first nation in the world to have a Bitcoin standard, and they're not having the new currency forced on them. They've been given an opportunity to have $30 to get them started. Most people sold it. Unfortunately, a lot of people, it was stolen from them. And going forward, a lot of them just don't interact with it. But those who realize that this is a huge opportunity to improve their lives, to maybe invest, or to maybe attract new business, they are picking up Bitcoin and they're running with it. We're starting to see them here. We have people travel hours, literally hours, across the country to come and talk to us. Salvadorans. They come here, they ask questions. How did you do it? How can I do it? What do I need to do? What do I need to learn? It's a process. It takes time. But long term, I believe the outlook for Salvadorans, if they can find a way to learn about the technology, and there's systems out there such as My First Bitcoin, that there's a huge advantage that they can have globally.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Super Pilotish. Can confirm Berlin was the highlight of our trip to El Salvador. Stay as long as possible. It's cool. Yes.
Play on words. It's a lot. Yeah. Well, it's hot now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, it's great. The Super Pilotish and his wife, they spent a great amount of time here. I was blown away they spent that much time here, to be honest.
That was really cool.
It was very cool. All right. Lillian Melendez, I hope you guys invested in Bitcoins. We invested in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We use it daily.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah. Super Pilotish, sounds like Alby is outsourcing super chats. Wow. Yes. And as we said, when we saw that, we laughed because this is great. I mean, yeah.
The NOSTR Wallet Connect system is super cool. This is literally an HTML page that's just on my laptop. Same as the price up in the top corner there. It's an HTML page that pulls in a API and it talks and it just pops up the information. We're in talks about getting the description working. In theory, the description should have worked, but there was a technological hiccup, so it's coming along. Super Pilotish, Tim's very cool, great guy. He is. If anyone wants to stay with him, he's a super chill dude. Recommend it.
Cool. Coin Shopper, hi Nikki and James in El Salvador. I just returned from San Salvador, El Zonte. I was surprised that the few Bitcoin ATMs that were available were only Chivo. I went to the other beaches as well, no ATMs. Yeah, so Chivo is the main, there's two. There's Chivo and Athena, which are the Bitcoin ATMs. So they are spread around the country. And then if you, as James mentioned, there's the K1, which isn't an ATM, it's more of a vending machine. So you can buy Bitcoin that way. But there are only the two different branded ATMs around. There's a few in San Salvador. Not sure how many. Oh, there's a few along the beach because there's some.
There's two in La Libertad.
There's one in the
El Tunco.
Yeah, in the shop in that mall, that new mall that was in San Blas, that shopping area.
Oh, yes,
Athena.
yes, there is.
So there are a few around. You just unfortunately got to find them. And
you need to know where to look. But if you go to both of their websites, they have a map of all their ATM locations, and they're actually pretty convenient once you know where they are. They try to put them with other ATMs as well. I wouldn't say that there's a shortage. I would say they're quite well distributed, and they're quite convenient. But it's normally if you have a car, and El Salvador's challenging without a car in general, even to buy food. Right.
Super Pildish, have you guys dealt with Ditto Banks? Absolutely. We both have a Ditto Banks card.
Yeah.
And we find Ditto Banks,
the service is excellent.
The service is excellent.
In terms of Bitcoin to fiat rails.
Yep. And there can sometimes be a few bugs in there, to be honest. I have, James hasn't had them as much, but then it's been mainly me using the card.
Most of the transactions, yeah.
But there has been a couple of bugs where things get stuck and you just need to email them and they solve it normally within a few days.
Yep.
But I am aware, it is a MasterCard. They are collecting data. They are most probably letting people know what we're spending and where we're spending. But that's what happens when you have a MasterCard.
Yeah.
It is. We try not to use it, to be honest. We will only use it in places where Bitcoin is not accepted and we have to pay somehow. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go back a little bit to the ATM based on that. Here in Berlin, the peer-to-peer cash and carry trade is huge. Well, relative, right? So compared to ATM usage, a lot of people will just say, hey, I'd like to swap Bitcoin for cash, and we facilitate it. So that also happens in San Salvador and on the beach. So because the ATMs can be a bit tricky in terms of they're not always reliable in giving you what you paid for straight away. They will over time. It's just straight away it can be a pain. If you can find a cash trade with somebody, it's easier. Just do it. Get it done. So the ATMs have sort of done themselves out of business a little bit because they're unreliable. That means that it's just easier and faster to talk to a person and do the trade.
Absolutely. And there's WhatsApp groups here that you can join and you can say, hey, look, I've got so much Bitcoin, I need cash, or I've got cash, I'd like to buy Bitcoin. That, there's always this stuff going on, which is great.
Okay. So Romeo Mendez, hi friends, I love your content. Thank you for your helpful channel. It's great to have you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just going to make a comment. Thank you to everybody who's asked us about our ebook and video calls recently. We're sorry about the website being down. I've just been working on it today. It looks like I'm going to have to actually start again. There's a problem that I can't be bothered troubleshooting, so starting again is going to be the easiest option. So that's coming. If people do want to book a call with us, it's possible.
DM on Twitter.
Yeah, DM or our email, and we'll get into that.
Absolutely. Stroller, the Strollen Roller, Love Heart, thank you very much. Easecoin Shopper, I saw the effort in El Zonte working to clean the neighbourhoods. Good going. Yeah, so there is, as we said, a guy, I think they're from Canada, they've come down. Really interesting, the project that they're doing, and it's awesome that they have had funding to be able to do that. It would be great to see once we get organised to get that up here in Berlin too, would be, I think, quite incredible. Market Bitcoin, cancelling single-use bags is the wrong way to go, as you can use them for garbage bags. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we do.
What we do, yeah, to be honest. But it's these little plastic ones that seriously, they're drinking. They're just like, they'll be sipping on them, drinking water. That sort of thing is very easy just to be dropped on the ground.
The paying children to collect sats for rubbish is a good idea, but it worked really well at
Paraya?
Yeah, Isla,
yeah.
Paraya, which is the Beach Bitcoin Circular Economy project that Quinton and Sam did for My First Bitcoin and Bitcoin Beach. The good thing about that was the children were on an island where it was pretty, you can't lose children in that way. One of the things we're worried about doing it here is there's a lot of traffic on the roads, and we don't really want to pay children to be literally walking on the street to pick up rubbish that's in the gutters.
Yeah.
So it's something we've thought about, trying to work through, but the part of the challenge with that is if you know you didn't get paid to pick it up, you might as well drop it again. So we're trying to find another incentive system just to change the habit and the culture long term. Now, LE4321 sats, thank you. I saw those. And you're probably trying to look in the background at all of our plugs. So there's a lovely person who made a fantastic donation to us, and I believe that they're probably trying to figure out where these are.
Yeah.
We do have
I think my head's in one space.
Yeah. So, thank you. This is a bit of a joke gift, but we will use them. We appreciate it. We need to turn the power off for the house to sort of do it. So I've got things stuck in the wall because it's just cheap electronics, but we'll get there.
Yep. So thank you. Yes. Really appreciate it. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, very cool. And I saw the 4321 sats. It is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Easy Coin Shopper, smiley face, thank you.
Hope you answered
Jose Ramis. Hi. And how are you doing, guys? We're doing absolutely great. And she came back. I did come back. Yes. I'm not sure my family was very happy that I came back. No, I think they were.
What?
No.
I'm happy you're back.
I think
that's the important
what
part.
was really amazing going home, or going back to New Zealand, was the fact that when we left New Zealand, people were pretty shocked that we went, and they were really confused. So for me to come back to New Zealand and they saw I was happy, I was healthy, I was excited about things I was doing here. They sort of realised that, actually, I showed videos of what we've been up to and things like that. So they were really quite a lot more, What are you doing?
I'm going to zap us. I want to zap us on our own.
Yeah.
feed.
So it was really exciting, and I think they sort of felt so much more comfortable knowing that, I'm all good. So that was really awesome. So, but I am pleased to be back.
I just swiped it right now, and I'm doing it with there it is.
Oh,
I did it with my Blink wallet, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the Blink wallet seems to work well with 1,000 sats or more.
Okay, and then Jose, I might go to Berlin in January 2025. I want to see you guys. Absolutely. Make sure you do send us a message before you come.
Yep.
And so we, are aware that you're going to be coming. It's just, we do get busy.
btcmap.org. Download that app. I should put it in our thing as a regular thing. That is a great place for you to find all the businesses that are here. But the main reason I mention it is because you can easily find the Bitcoin Center on that map. So when you come to Berlin, you can easily find the Bitcoin Center and find any business that accepts Bitcoin easily.
Yeah.
Easy Coin, cheers to Bitcoin Beach.
Yeah.
Yes, Bitcoin Beach doing a great job. They've been amazing supporters of what we're doing as well, and they do fantastic things where they are. Ellie, thought you'd appreciate that. We miss you, and thank you for visiting. Seriously, it's humbling, and I know you also find things humbling, but it's humbling. And Fabian, double rainbow. I love the memes. For anyone who doesn't know, go YouTube double rainbow. Yeah. Jose, I wonder.
Did I miss El Salvador? It was really good. I did miss El Salvador, but I also
missed me.
I missed James, But what I was really focused, and it was really important to me to be really focused on the people I was visiting. I've got 2 children, I've got 2 grandchildren, I've got an elderly mother, I've got my sisters, and so for me it was really focused to be present with them, and I really did that, and I felt I did it really well. And so El Salvador was kind of, as I said to Evelyn, I said, look, I felt terrible because I didn't contact anybody bar James, because to me it was really important that I was present in New Zealand, and I did that But just great to be back. You know, it was really good. And then following on that for Carlitos Way, question was, where coming back to El Salvador, did you feel like you were coming home? Yes, I did feel like I was coming home, but I did feel a little bit weird too, because all of a sudden those things, like, I feel I have a privileged life in New Zealand. So I live in, you know, I get to live with my sisters and my family in amazing places. And so, you know, coming back to the dust and the heat and certain things, the rubbish and certain things, it was like, it took me a couple of days, but
water challenges.
yeah, but it's fine. And then you get here and you go, it's El Salvador and it's great.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, we got
a cat.
Yeah,
I think it's a cat. All right, and Jose, sure, I'll let you know. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you join our newsletter, you can join our newsletter for free if anybody asks. You don't even have to actually put your email address in. You can join it free, but if you want to be able to reply to us, you'll need to put your email address in so you can then reply to us. Or you can contact us, DM us on Twitter. We're on NOSTR. Speaking of NOSTR Wallet Connect today, we're on NOSTR. So today we just broke the hour mark. For all of you who have been here and watched us and supported us, thank you. We really appreciate it. I always forget to shout out, hey, push the like button and subscribe button, because apparently it goes and tells everyone that our video is awesome and everyone should be watching it. But I've done that late in the piece, but we seem to have a lot of followers. So they're like live followers. I'm watching 25 watching right now, which is huge. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
And we hope you guys enjoy us sharing what's going on.
Yeah, and I mean, we're always open to suggestions. I mean, you know, this is definitely a moving book, as people would say, moving video, moving, you know, so we're always open for suggestions on what you'd like to see happen. But we have got the Bitcoin Berlin meetup, so we are going to have to go. Thank you very much for watching. Lovely being back, and and it was an amazing week.
Oh,
the conference,
huge 2 weeks.
Just
Nikki coming back. We had meetings in San Salvador. We had the farmers market. Then we came up here. We had the conference, Berlin, Explore Berlin Day, bits and pieces, catching up, following up. New people have moved here, and one lady was just like, came up, saw it from the halving party, and was like, I'm going to live here.
Yeah.
That's simple.
So since I've been gone, we've had 2 new people go, yep, we're here, which is great. You know, so that's amazing. Do we have a TikTok? No, we don't.
No, not doing TikTok.
No.
Yeah.
And coming back to the farmers market, I had my best sales ever by far at the farmers market.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely had people from all around the world, so it was incredible.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was really
Thank you, all the halving party people.
Yes.
You party people.
All right.
We're going to let you guys go because we also need to go. Yeah. We appreciate you tuning in, really do. More information is down below. I need to remember to put in, what did I say I'd put in? The videos for the conference. So I need to make a note on that right now. And Nikki's going to do that for me because she's got the pen and paper. But yeah, we appreciate you guys. See you at week 89. Yes, we will be at week 89.
We will.
We're getting so close to 100, which is pretty exciting because 104 will be 2 years.
Yeah.
Which is pretty exciting. It's pretty scary to think we've been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Talk to you later.